Set your hands underneath your armpits, knees underneath your hips, slide the shoulders down into the pockets and lengthen the back of the neck. To begin with, I just want you to rock gently back onto your heels, gently encourage your bum towards the floor, and slide your weight forward into your wrists. Let the weight come into your fingertips, and just repeat that. I take my knees a little bit wider than my hips. I prefer it there, but you don't have to. That's good. Spread your fingers, weight through the palms, and I'd like you to think about the 4 points of your hand. I guess maybe 5, but we'll call it 4. So the pressure by the pad of your thumb, the pressure by the pad of your little finger, pressure in the heel of your hand, and the pressure on the tips of your fingers, especially your middle finger. So if you drew a diamond, place your hand on that diamond, and I'd like the weight to start at the closest point, rock into the 2 middle points, and then right into the tip of that triangle. Good. As you rock back, just start to let your back round. It's allowed to curve, that's okay. And straighten as you come through. Press through the palms, shoulders slide into your pockets. If you've got a weak low back, just really focus on that core activation even now, because it should be firing anyway. But if you've got a history of injury, your core is deactivated, it turns off, which is not what we want, is it? So, draw the tummy in strongly, pull the shoulders into the pockets, tuck your chin in towards your throat gently, start to slide the arms down and get a bit more depth in that child's pose. Tell you what, I can feel the difference between one of these cheaper yoga mats and my nice expensive mat. I'm going away on the, and gently press your elbows down, rock forward into your hands, rock backwards into your heels, and rock forward in straight arms. Yeah, I'm going away on the 7th, and I've already packed my yoga mat to make sure that everything fits in, but I'm regretting that. Good. Team, if this rock forward on bent arms is too much, then just don't go as far forward. You know, all my weight's in my legs, so everybody should be able to bring their elbows down. But if you can't bring your weight all the way forward because of strength, then don't. Bring it as far forward as you feel confident. And stop. Hit the shoulders, pull the tummy. Okay, team, what I want you to do this time is round your spine. So push into cat. Feel the curve through your spine. Drop all the way back, leave the heels behind you, slide the arms all the way down. We did quite a strong practice last week, so I thought I'd be nice to you. Elbows down, push all the way through, and if it feels good to you, let the heels, the elbows lift up, and we pull into Sphinx. The shoulders are in the pockets, the chest is nice and high, the neck is long. And remember your diaphragm. So right here, ladies think lower bra strap, gentlemen, it's not the weekend, so let's go heart rate monitor. Think just below that, where the ribs are, that should be gently touching the floor. I'm pulling my shoulders into my pockets, I gently squeeze my butt, but that's only to increase the height. You don't need the protection at this level because your core should be firing. Team, walk the hands back, bend the knees, and we're going to try to push the elbows back as we go back, round the spine, and rock over. Okay? So just speed that up a little bit. If you want to keep your hands here, you can, but I still want your diaphragm down. This is a baby cobra rather than a sphinx. But the palms are engaged, the thighs are long and straight. Gently lower. Push all the way back and rock over. That's good. Okay, team, feet come up. Don't have to. It's nice for a bit of variation. Can you get just a little bit deeper? So spend a little moment in child's pose. Exhale all the way down. We're aiming to have your bum on your heels, to have your chest all the way down to the floor. My arms are very tight, so I'm not going to be anywhere near that today. The trouble trying to do yoga and bodybuilding all in one go, it doesn't work particularly well because they're counterproductive. But I'm maintaining. So team, this time, gentle pressure in hands, shoulders pull, tummy and butt squeezed, neck nice and long. You still shouldn't have any discomfort in your low back. You feel the muscles working in your back, no discomfort. Gently lower, gently strike back, press all the way over, lift the feet. Team, if you can. So can you see, there's no dip in my low back. My spine is in neutral. Even as I lift, you see my pelvis doesn't move. There's no dropping. I keep wearing black. Pretty much all my gym kit is black. So it's harder for you to see my alignment. Good. Team. Bring the knee to your elbow. Bring it back up. And put it down. And that's it. Fine child's pose. It was okay, right? Really use your palms to get some length through your spine. Good. Now strike. So we're going to exhale. Now inhale. My thighs come off. Your arm shouldn't be. Can you see how my shoulder is curling around? It shouldn't be there. It should be drawn right back, but I'm just way too tight in my back from my workout yesterday. So try and really think about opening your chest and pushing through the space between your collarbones. My thighs are off the floor. My pressure is in the front of my feet. My tummy's really strongly pulled in. Now team, gently lower. Ground down. Keep the height. So diaphragm is down, but you keep as much height as you can. Keep the butt squeezed. Good. Slide the hands away. I haven't got enough space. You slide your hands away. Really keep that height. And you feel by getting those hands away how much more you can get that stretch in your upper back. I can really feel that right in between my shoulder blades, which is where you should feel this grounded part of this stretch. Slide your hands in and gently push back. Good. Come all the way up, round your spine. Left leg comes up. Now if you can, step that leg over. Then bring it to your knee, elbow, and back down. I'm really sorry, my anatomy is not going to work today. My child, my youngest one, is teething, and I got a bit more sleep last night, but I think I've had about 8-9 hours sleep in 3 days. So there was a massive gap between my brain and my mouth. Good. Get in, come through, elbows ground down, all the way through. So can you see, palms are down, elbows are engaged. As you slide through, you're trying to keep the elbows on the floor as long as possible. As you have to, you then peel off, pressure through the palms, pressure through the fingers, pressure through the diaphragm, shoulders peeled, strong pressure up. Really open. And if you're not feeling this today, just don't do the full cobra. My arms are tired, I'm not going to be doing this for the whole class. Good team. Slide down, just to diaphragm, really strong butt squeeze. Really lots of height. And remember, you don't ever have to do the full strike. Slide the hands. A little bit more engagement. Gentlemen, if you need to adjust yourself, pull those shoulders right down. I like to turn my hands outwards a little bit to encourage this roll. Can you see my elbows? Roll my elbows in towards each other and pressure through. That's good. Bring your elbows underneath you. Stay here. So we're in Sphinx, yes? Tuck your toes, either on your knees or into full plank. So tuck the chin, Curl your spine, push from the top and peel into low or full plank. That's good. Now strong pressure in your tummy, strong pressure through your elbows. Perfect. Gradually peel down. Knees, I want the spine to be a wave. Mexican wave through the body. That's it. Hands come back. Drive back all the way through. And team, now stop here for me. I'm going to move a bit. I need just that little bit more space. Elbows down. Now team, we're going to lift into Dolphin if you can. So Dolphin is down facing dog on your elbows. So you're just going to lift up. And I say, I'm tight today. That's all I've got. I can't get higher. You should ideally have your feet about here. It should be a much higher angle, but yeah. If you'd seen my workout the last couple of days, you'd understand. If this is too much, sorry, I'm being mean. If this is too much, down facing dog or child's pose. Yeah. Good team. Gently ease the knees down, come back into child's pose, slide all the way back. What I'd like you to do, I need a block because I'm a bit too high. What I'd like you to do is to slide your hands, grab your heels, and let your body rest forward. If you've got any neck issues, then by all means either don't do this, keep the weight through the arms, or gently turn the head to the side so you're good. I need to say gooder. Your better side. Okay? If you've got it, be here. Get team. Arms come forward. Arms reach out. Push through. Scorpion. Tap over. Try and square your body. So with the tap, don't let the hip lift. That comes later. Level hips, tummy strong, weight in palms. Bring the knee to the elbow. If you can, tuck it under. I can't quite touch my other arm. If you can touch your other arm from here, touch your other arm. Come back out. Back to centre. Good team. So we're in our high plank now, yes? What I want you to do is lower forward. So like we do in a standard flow. Strong through palms. Good. Push back up. And take down facing. Nice work, team. Grab the knees down. And strike through. So drop through, elbows down. Push strong through. All the way into your cobra. Or your lower option if you prefer. Really think about the squeeze in those shoulders. But they're a slide. So you stay there. Team, don't do this. Slide the shoulders into your pockets like they're melting down your spine into your ribs. It's the relaxed engagement of the lower back of the lats. You can't muscle this. It's not rhomboids and mid-traps. It's not that pinch in the shoulder blades. Because then you're over-muscling it. You're fighting your own movement. Your body should be working in harmony. Team, halfway lower. Really keep that push. My diaphragm's down, that's enough. Bum strongly squeezed. Slide your hands away. Fingerprints on my wall. Team, closest side hand, right side hand. Bring it underneath you and bring in a twist. Good. If it feels better, reach back down your thigh. Good. Slide down. Halfway in. Engage the twist. Reach back if it feels good. This can all be done on your elbows. If you want to be on your elbows and have a twist, it's just going to be a smaller twist, that's fine. Yeah? Good Team, elbows come down, Sphinx. Right, roll the spine, push off your elbows, tuck your toes, take plank. Good work. Okay, team, lift up, walk the feet in, and this is where we're going to take our dolphin. So you walk your feet in as far as you need to from your plank. So method to my madness. Good. Gently walk out. Peel your body down so that your knees touch, thighs touch, hips touch, tummy touch, rib touch, chest lift, controlled segmental peel down. Hands come back, push all the way back, chest comes low, elbows come out. Enjoy your child's pose just for a minute. Take the knees wider if you need to. Curl the spine. Come up into your scorpion. Roll the hip over. Now this time I want you to twist your hip. Lift the knee up. Touch. I can't, but you can probably touch. Touch, we're aiming to touch the knee above the elbow. Back down. Find your down facing, please. Relax through your shoulders. Curl your spine all the way through. Right on the tips of your fingertips. Knees come down. Drop back. Strike through. Just keep thinking about that engagement. Can you push off your toes? Can you just squeeze up? Think about peeling your chest off that front wall. Come halfway down. Keep that squeeze. I'm going to turn. You stay there. Oh, I didn't do the arm release, did I? Idiot. Okay. So halfway down. Slide the arms forward. But try and keep that height. Really keep that high, keep the shoulder, keep the shoulders pulled. Really pin the ribs, shoulders into the ribs. Good, team. Slide the hands. So toes engaged. Reach back. Chest is up. Tummy's on. Slide in. And good. Take that twist. Now remember, if you want to, arm out. My hips aren't twisting, my spine is twisting, my hips are staying level. Good. If you want more, reach behind you. If you want more, grab your foot. If you want more, I can't do it. Lift this thigh off the floor so you're in a twisted half bow. Good, team. Slide down. Reach the other side. Lift back. Reach round. Reach up. Really keep that tummy pulled off the floor, please. Pull the shoulder back so the ribs are twisting, but the hips aren't. Release through. Come into Sphinx and just enjoy it for a minute. Nice work. Relax the neck and shoulders if you can. Tuck your toes and we're going to your dolphin. Sorry, come into your plank, aren't we? My bad. Push off the elbows. Curl your upper back. Curl your mid back. Low back onto toes. Come into plank. Keep going all the way up into your dolphin. Walk the feet in. Good, team. Walk the feet out. Flatten the toes. Slowly place your shins, your knees, thighs, pelvis, ribs. Slide the hands back. Gently push back onto your knees. Enjoy the rest. Good, team, come all the way out. No matter how many times I mop this floor, it almost feels like there's something on the floor. Weight through your palms, yes? We're going to try doing this on your toes this time. So come into half or full plank, please. Weight right over your palms, no banana back. And we're going to scorpion. Left leg lifts up. Bring it to your knee, to your elbow. Back to scorpion. Tap over. Other side. Tap over, back to centre. Or on your knees, just like we did it before. Yeah? Team, bend the elbows, rock forward, kiss the nose, straight up into down facing. Your feet should be hip width, your arms are shoulder width. You stay there, I'm just going to turn because I'm sliding with no mat. Team, I would like you to step your right leg in between. It's a pigeon. Remember, you can go 90-90 if you like. We're going to use this as a resting pose. My heel is in towards my groin, my knee is wide, my foot is tucked under, and my chest is nice and high. Get the grounding in that back hip. Slowly walk your arms forward. Kiss your nose down. Inhale, round your spine. Lift out. Find height. Exhale down. If you want to just stay down, stay down. But if not, repeat that a couple of times. So you inhale, press off. Exhale. Try and get just that little bit deeper each time you come down. One more time. Inhale, push into the hip, round the spine, flatten out, kiss down. So I'm giving your shoulders a little bit of a rest because I know what I'm giving you today is quite shoulder heavy. Good. Team, walk out, walk up, come back to your down facing. Ground your knees wide for me. There's your child's pose. Elbows ground, strike through. Really think about that chest lift. I'm regretting all the tricep dips yesterday. Gently lower halfway. So slowly kiss down. Just till you feel your ribs. And keep that shoulder squeezed, keep the bum squeezed. Slide the hands forward. Remember, go down to elbows. You can do Sphinx if you want. You should feel no pressure on your low back as long as your muscles are engaged. My shoulders should be about 3 foot lower than they are, but other than that, good team. Peel one hand. Reach back. There we go. Inside. Doesn't have to be inside, you prefer outside. I just find I get a better lift on the inside. I can't physically lift the foot off if you want to, so foot flexes and lift the knee off, peel right back. Good. Relax through. Have a rest if you need. Then come back up, twist on the other side. think about pinioning that chest away from that wall in front of you. Reach all the way back. Good work. Flex the foot, thigh lift if it feels good. Slide all the way down. Elbows come in. Tuck the toes, peel off the floor. You don't technically have to tuck the toes if you don't want to. You can do the push off from flat feet. Because I've got mobile ankles, I tend not to. So team, push off the floor. Round into your spine. Push off your elbows. Curl your back. So it's one piece of the spine at a time. Now keep curling. Keep curling. Get down nice and long. Push off those elbows. Strong engagement in the elbows. Don't let the weight come into your neck. The pressure's in the elbows the whole time. So walk down, walk down, walk down, walk down, walk down. Flatten the toes, peel to the floor. Walk the hands in. Strike through. Into child's pose. Curl the spine, right up into plank. So now you can stay on your knees, or you can come onto your toes. Scorpion lift. Touch the knee to elbow. Roll over. Knee to opposite side. Roll over. Knee to elbow. And kiss down. Yeah? Remember knees. Knees are an option. I'm being nasty. Come all the way forward. Shoulders pinned. Now team, listen. 1, 2. Down facing. Reach your knees. Step through. Find your pigeon. I plan on doing a little bit more shoulders with you, but mine are exhausted, so I'm hoping yours are too. So we're going to do a bit more hips now instead of the carrying on with that shoulder routine. If you're watching this back after I've done the class live, I'm now going to take out that upper body sequence because of time and because my shoulders are done. You can keep it in. So all this hip stuff I'm about to add in, you add it after the pigeon and then continue with the flow. Okay? So team, just like before, walk your pigeon down. Relax into your hips if you can. Okay, team. Press the hands. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. You might find it easier to have a bit closer. Around the spine. You don't have to, you can just stay down. Inhale, round. Lift. Kiss down. Good again. Round. Curved. Lifted. And down. Okay, team, bum goes down. Back foot comes all the way around. I'm now going to turn so you can see. You can stay that way if you want to. If you're continuing with this sequence, we're going to start cross-legged. If you're continuing with this sequence, then obviously stay facing that way. So we're now going to cross-leg and do some side bend. You then take the leg back out to pigeon and go back to the flow, okay? Team, seated side bend. It can be a straight arm or it can be a bent arm. Open those ribs right out. If you can go further than me, you can put this hand to the floor. As long as your bum cheek doesn't lift, you can do that. Team, rise up. The side. And you've got the option, if you're doing this afterwards, that you could go side to side, then go back to the flow. Or you do one side back to the flow. Yeah? Because it depends how many times you want to go through it, how many calories you want to burn. If you want to burn a lot of calories, do the full sequence we just did. So the striking cobra through to twisted bow, into, obviously into the dolphin, etc. And the down dog press with the scorpions, then do this. Then go back to it in between each time I change this move. Really open those ribs. If you can reach further, that's as much as my shoulder goes. But if you can reach further, really think about pushing these ribs up and over. So we're kind of going in that direction. Good. Okay, team, take the feet out in front. Seated mid-stick. Feet just wider than hips. Chest up. Come back to that side bend. That's better, right? Less pressure on your hips. If you find this a lot easier to bend, you should. It's the hips that are restricting your twist. If this doesn't make any difference, then it's your spine that's restricting your twist. Sweep forward. Come into centre. Just pause just for a second as you sweep across. Ow. Come all the way out. And lean. My bum cheek's lifting. Don't let the bum cheek lift. Really think about that projection. Everyone thinks these side bends are about getting low. They're not about getting low. They're about arching these ribs high. It's about getting that beautiful long curve down the side of the body. Good, team. Sweep forward. Now hold that stick. You can have legs bent, that's fine. You can have elbows on floor, hands on shins, or hands on feet. Drop your head forward, let the weight do the stretching. Put a yoga block under your bottom or a foam roller under your bottom if you need it. Just to give you a little bit of height and take the pressure off the low back and hamstrings. Good, team, take those feet just a little wider. So we're just going to go 1, 2. And we're just going to repeat that sequence, okay? Each time we change the legs, we are going to add a little bit more challenge in. Keep those feet turned up. I've got my legs slightly bent. Team, reach that arm, but don't move the other one. So you're reaching long. My other arm is still on the floor, tucked under by my hip. Okay? If you can, your underneath arm is going to reach back behind you, so you're squaring your body to the floor outside your hip. So I look like this. In an ideal world, your feet stay grounded and like your chest on the floor. I know, me neither. Good, team. Slide the back hand under. Slide the inside hand out. Lean into your fold. Oh, my spine is so tight. Good, team. Reach over. Take your side bend. Slide the elbow into your hip. Reach the outside of your foot. Backhand away. I can do that with a drone, so spinning round, so I'm not turning my back and my butt to you half the time. If you need to, adjust the lockdown belly. Hey, gyms are open now, so we're all good. Team, slide that hand all the way down. Stay over the leg for now. Come into centre, knees down, toes all the way up. Come into the other leg. How many of you feeling a little bit apprehensive about going back to the gym? Or have you just gone straight back in? I can't wait for my classes. Come to centre. I was teaching some outside stuff. Take those feet wider for me, please. Now, if you've got a wall, or like I've got a chair, you can use that as a bit of leverage. So, if you've got the wall, obviously you're not going to be able to go too far forward, so you're better off having something that your feet are against, like a couple of chairs against a dining room table, so it gives you that distance and you can lean under the table. But yeah, you can leverage your feet if you want to. Alternatively, you've got kettlebells, dumbbells, you could always put those there, so you've just got that little bit of pushback. Alright, chest up, let's walk forward first. Yeah, I've been teaching outside. I've done a couple of outside classes, body combat, which was weird on grass. I've got my first live class indoors tomorrow night. I've got a grip tomorrow night, and I've got grip combat and pump on Saturday morning. That's going to be a shock. Team walk all the way over, just lean and reach. Now, you don't have to take this arm out yet if you don't want to. If you can, shoulder touches thigh or shoulder comes onto floor and you reach over. I'm very cool. Okay, so you're here. In an ideal world, this shoulder would be on the floor. Try and lift those top ribs. Don't be so concerned with getting into this space that you lean forward. It's cheating. Just take your time. I can feel myself lowering as my body kind of accepts this stretch. Can't quite reach my toes though. I think my legs are too long. Team, this arm is going to go all the way behind. And you're going to reach to the toe of the foot. Try and keep that leg out. Your counter twist is going to be restricted the wider we go. So don't worry if you're starting to find this harder, because we're deliberately making it harder by taking those legs wider. Good. Team, both hands come to foot. Top arm comes up. So instead of being reaching across here now, we're reaching out to the leg. Nearly there. Remember, peel, lengthen. It should almost feel like this bum cheek wants to lift off, but you're not going to let it. Walk into the middle. Sweep down. Little pause. To the outside, and we're just going to reverse the sequence. So, reaching across towards the other leg. Arm comes up. It's actually this arm that's restricted. That's as far as it goes for the damage I've done to this shoulder. See, if you really struggle with that, you could always wrap the arm instead. I quite like the overhead because it feels like it's giving me some length down my lat. If you can, turn the palm up towards the ceiling and reach over. But don't have your arm bent, have your arm as straight as you can. That's just physically as far as I can straighten my arm. I think I'm going to end up having to have this operated on. Good, team. Reach down, reach behind. Chin a little bit, my back leg's lifting, but so I'm twisting. Ideally my body's over the back here, not over my thigh, if you can. Use your back arm, push off the floor as leverage. Get him slide into your thigh. Both hands down. You can be over or you can be behind. Really fill your lungs into the side. So I'm pushing off this elbow a little bit as I lift up, draw my shoulder back as I exhale. So I lean a little Now obviously your arm should be above your head. Mine's only dropping forward because it's broken. Beautiful. Walk into centre. Elbows right down. Slide your hands forward. Just press into the floor. Lots of length. Hand right down. So what I want you to try not to do is try not to be curved. Push your chest through, like project through. Ideally your toes up to ceiling. And you're long in your body, yes? I'd rather you had that length and couldn't touch the floor, because with practice it will come. You don't have to be there today, right? Team walk up. Bring your feet in together. Feet into seated style. Strong pressure between heels and toes. Let those legs fall out nice and wide, chest up really high. We're just going to stretch the glutes out. We've done a lot of hamstrings. We're just going to do some glutes in a second and then we're done. I hope you found that significantly nasty. Deep breath in, chest high. Exhale, drop forward. Deep breath in, chest forward. Straighten one leg. Last two stretches. Leg folds over. To start with, lean forward over the thigh. So my ankle is on the other side of my thigh. My toes are flexed to protect my knee. My hip is nice and long and open. And you're just going to lean forward. Bring the chest over the middle of the thigh. And if you want to, put your elbow onto your heel. Wrap your hand around your foot because it will stabilise. I've got my other elbow wrapped around my knee. I'm controlling this leg completely now and I can use it for leverage to get forward. Lengthen your chest, just like we did in the fold. Straight spine. And exhale and sink. Okay, rise your chest, leave the leg where it is. Bend the bottom leg. You can either reach through or you can hold your top leg, whichever you prefer. I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit. I'm going to hold my foot and pull my shin. Your chest spine must be really straight though. So team, I probably shouldn't move, but every day I'm shuffling. Chest up nice and high. Try not to drop out of it. If you are, it's just a bit too high for you. So just don't go as high. Don't lift the leg as much. Good, you should feel a strong glute stretch. Release the leg. Switch sides. Just up nice and tall. So the leg is folded. Just lean in for me. Again, ideally your spine is straight. Mine isn't. Mine's tight. Do you use this? Are you using your camera as a mirror to see what you're doing? You should be. So you slide in. This one's definitely tighter. It's making me round my back. Maybe that's better. Nice strong glute stretch. Team. Last time, feet together. Chest up nice and high. Gently lean into your feet. That should be a lot more comfortable now. Cross your legs. Inhale.